What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? It's Jeremiah Davis, the funding coach. How you guys doing today? It is Black Label Friday, where I'm going to be talking about Black Label CRM. I hope everyone had a good, productive week, and going into next week, where Christmas is right around the corner. Um, so today's topic on Black Label CRM is the Black Label CRM Business Builder. I've had several clients that have asked for a complete business build out of their Black Label CRM. So I'm going to go over some of that stuff today. What is a Black Label CRM Business Builder? Basically, in short, it is cloning my system that I use for business funding now. All the emails, all the text messages, all the automations I have that are connected to me providing business funding and business credit to my clients. So, as part of the Black Label CRM, now I am offering that complete build out to anybody who wants it. And I'm going to go over the details, what's included with it, and things like that. So, as basically the software is, really cool all by itself. But if you can get everything, all the automations that I use, right? So, like when somebody calls my number and nobody answers, none of my staff member answers the phone, there's a text message that goes out. It says, "Hey, thank you for calling," blah, 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 right? So we got a number of different text messages that are autoresponders that go out, as well as going into an email drip campaign. I use Go High Level CRM for, that manages my appointment schedules, that manages my social media, my telephone systems, the text messaging, all those things, that I use and I built over time, trying different products and services to get the right mix of things that I need to automate everything. So I am now going to be offering, well, I have been offering, but now I'm going public with it, the Black Label CRM Business Builder, which will give you basically everything that you need to start, offering funding and business credit to your clients. A turnkey system um, with all the whistles and bells. Okay, and yeah, it is not, it's not expensive, but it's not super expensive or cheap. Okay, so we're gonna go over some of those things, right? And then if anyone has any questions regarding the business builder, I'll answer those questions as well, or anything else related to Black Label CRM. So if you don't have the software yet, or you're thinking about getting the software, um, let me first, still offering the 10% discount um, for the holidays. So instead of the 29.97, there's a discount code for 10% off. Will be 26.97 for the annual plan, and you get everything set up and your first 5 clients and all that stuff included with that. Okay, so now let me go ahead and go into the Black Label CRM and let y'all see what I'm talking about as far as the Black Label CRM Business Builder. Okay, so let me pull that up now. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so you go to the website, blacklabelcrm.com, right? I want to point a couple things out, right? If you make this appointment is just a discovery call. It's about 15-20 minute call where you just have, Q&A, you ask questions, I can explain different things, different features of the software, etc. Here is the schedule a live demo. The live demo is about an hour long. So, and you want to be in front of a computer when you're doing that, because I'm going to walk through all the steps of the software from the admin panel, as well as I'm going to walk through the client portal as well and show you everything from A to Z within the software. And then there's a lot of updates coming on, right? So we're putting more training videos in the software, meaning, for different sections of the software, there's going to be a training video that's going to be in each of those sections. So all you have to do is play the video, and we try to keep all of our little video avatars under 3 minutes, so it doesn't take a lot of time. It gets directly to the point. Okay, but I want to point out that a lot of people that are making appointments, but they actually need to have a demo, right? And there's people that are scheduling demos that actually just want a discovery call. Okay, so let's make sure you pick the right appointment for what you need, right? If you want a live demo, or if you want or just a discovery call, right? And then we also have the 25 key features on here of the software. So you want to check that out, right? There's some videos here that you can see. Now, some of these videos are the older version of the software. I haven't updated all the videos with the new version of the software that came out a couple of months ago. Okay, but there's a lot of key information here that you want to browse and read and check out, and then watch any of those videos. Most of those videos are still relevant. It's just a different layout of the software. CRM sections. So some of those other features that I've been talking about. So these are the main steps in the business credit builder. So the first step is under compliance. Then it's setting up your business credit profile, applying for trade lines, access funding, and your web presence, local listings, and how to maximize um, your company, knowing the value of your company. So we put a lot of tools in there. It's not just your company, but your client's company. If your client is looking for, say, $1 million loan, they need to know how much their company is worth, right? And if there's a little tool in here that will help you determine the company's worth, and that can help in an exit plan, funding, credit, things like that. So a very useful tool that you can offer to your clients as added value. Okay, all right. Then we have the setup. Okay, we have your setup and what happened there? Okay. The setup, well, I'm not going to go over setup now. Okay. What it does, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go straight over here to the pricing page. This is what we're going to talk about, because we're talking about the business builder, right? So we have your annual plan, we have your monthly plan, and then we have the business builder. Now, Black Label CRM Business Builder is, like I said, everything that I use, but I'm going to show you what you're going to get. So you're going to get the software, it's included, right? So you're going to complete the service agreement. You're going to complete the Black Label, the setup, the private label setup. You're going to complete the development. We're going to put it all together for you, and then we're going to provide you with the credentials. You can start using the software while we're continuing to build all the rest of the automations, right? And then we're going to provide you with the purchase of that. The business credit certification course. You get that free when you purchase the software. Okay. And then we are going to integrate all these things for you, right? So we're going to do the integration for your appointment setting, your text message, your email. I use Twilio phone system. I recommend it because it's very effective, it's user friendly, and it's not expensive. It's super, super cheap. I think I spend I spend maybe $100 every 2 to 3 months for the minutes and the text messaging that I use, right? We're going to set up your forms, your lead, capture, but automate all that stuff. So when a client comes in through your scan, it automatically puts them into the email drip campaign, and then they're sent automated login and password to the client portal. All that stuff, we're going to make sure all those things are working right. And then you have some landing pages as well. And then we're going to do all the automation. So all the automation that goes along with all that. And it can come with a 5-page website for business credit and business funding. Now you'll help us with the content of how you want to message, put the wording and the content on your website to speak to your audience. So that's going to be helpful, but it's going to be, my team is going to work with you in the crafting that and making sure all those five pages are specifically talking about business credit and business funding as a service that you provide, right? Okay, and then we're going to provide you some other contents, right? So you're going to get a total of 40 emails, 10 text messages, 15 social media posts, and 4 blogs. All right, so that's a lot of content to help you post that information. Blogs, help you with the SEO. Social media helps you grow your audience. Giving you messages out there, and then the text messages. So no client doesn't go untouched, right? So that's the whole point. I'm not able to answer all the phone all the time. My staff is not able to answer the phone all the time, but we want to know that we know you called and we were reaching out to you. So I have a series of text messages that go out. Some that go out, after business hours, saying that you contact us after business hours. Please, some that says, "Hey, sorry we missed you. Please schedule an appointment." Right? I really don't do one-off calls. Just calling me in, out of the blue without a scheduled appointment. It's probably not going to be your best option. Right? Best option is always to schedule an appointment. If it's on the calendar, then it's 9 times out of 10 I'm going to make it unless something comes up, right? And then the emails. So with the software, there's already 20 canned emails that go out over a course of 40 days. So as soon as somebody already that does a complete say business success and funding scan, they're already put into that canned email campaign that we have there's 20 emails that go out over 40 days. Well, we're going to add another 20 to that. So you'll have 40 emails that it's going to be already made for you, right? Okay. So that's going to, all these things are going to help you put your business on the map sooner than later, right? And we're estimating about 30 days to build all this out for you. Now, it doesn't really take us 30 days. It might take a couple of weeks, but I say 30 days just in case. Depends on how many business builders that we got, and then all the other setups and all the other stuff that my staff is doing. So we're gonna stick with a 30-day time frame before you have the complete everything that I just showed you completely built out for you on your website, on your subdomain, using your own systems and services. I mean, like your phone number, the messaging for your text messages, your logo on the social media posts, the blogs that are going to be referencing your company and speaking a message about why they need business credit and why they need business funding. So all that stuff takes time, and it's going to be collaboration, right? So we want to get your voice, your messaging to speak to your target audience. And that's very crucial. You have to know who your client is, right? And then you have to set your pricing for these services. So all that stuff works in conjunction. But we will do the whole business build out, right? Like I said, remember it comes with the software. So the price on that is $10,000. But uh, by next week, I will have financing available, in-house financing. So if you want the software, you want the annual plan, you can finance the $3,000. And there'll be a few $100s added for the finance charge. And then for the business builder, you can be able to finance that. And the financing terms can be anywhere from 6 to 12 months up to 36 months, and maybe in some cases up to 60 months. So you can have everything you need, start making money, and then you don't have to come up with $10,000 or $3,000 at one time. You can apply for the financing, and most likely, we get approved. We have a network of lenders that we're going to submit that to that offer that type of service. And you're approved, then you get everything set up. Okay, so it's a really, if you really want to get into the business credit and business funding arena, Black Label CRM is next to none. I mean, there's not another software out there that has as many whistles and bells and automations that we have. Now, I'm also going to be there's a number of really cool updates coming. One of the updates that I'm really excited about is the credit monitoring that we're going to be adding, which what means Okay, I'm sorry about Johnny Walker. Anyway, the 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 new updates that are coming are we're basically partnered with Identity IQ, and we're going to be pulling in the ability to pull in a three bureau report, right? Personal report and two business reports into the software to verify the owner's credit as well as the business credit. Okay, so we're going to get two business credit scores, and we're going to get FICO 8 three bureau personal credit report, and you'll be able to input that those credentials into the software for your client. Now there will be a cost that will be associated with that. It's like $50 a month to sign up for that service, but for $50 a month, you're getting uh, a FICO 8, okay, not the Vantage, a FICO 8 three bureau report and two business bureaus and the business credit score. That's going to be a powerful tool that you can use to fund, you know, navigate your client, right? Wherever they may be in the business credit building process, or wherever they may be as far as uh, approving or qualifying for funding. So that should be coming out in a few weeks. Of course, I'll be sending emails and information and things out to people regarding the updates that are coming. Right, we're still waiting on the Zapier integration. We're still waiting on the templates, landing pages for the affiliates and for the private labels, having a variety of landing pages you can choose from. We're also working on adding the purchasing the credits for individual business credit clients in the admin panel, so you'll be able to do a one-click, kind of adding credits as you need them individually or in the packages. Then we're also adding the one-click loan application submission to the funding clearinghouses. So you can, if you're using the one of the clearinghouses to do your funding for you, we're trying to make that easy and automated. So you can just send the file directly to the clearinghouse, and the clearinghouse will take the file and contact the client, facilitate the loan, and then pay you a commission. So we got a great deal of updates coming. That's that developer IT type stuff that you think it's going to be done this week, but there's bugs or some situations that come up and they get delayed, but they're all still actively on the vision board, and some are actually in production. So we're working diligently on that. And listen, there's a lot of no new updates in the software already that you may need to start utilizing, especially the marketing. We have, I think it was 14, 15 marketing tools within the software. That was a recently add on, and that's very powerful because you can use any of those marketing tools to generate more leads. And we want you to be able to generate at least 100 success scans per month, because we know that at least 25 of those scans or more will be pre-qualified for one of the funding products. So you can take those clients directly into a loan day one, right? What does that do for you? Think about it like this. If you can do 25 loans, business loans per month, and on the low end, average commission is $2,000, right? So you're looking at about $50,000 right there in commissions on the low end. But if you have some higher end or middle commissions, can be anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 per client. So if you can get 25 uh, clients and you make about $5,000 commission on each client, that's substantial, right? So 5,000 times 25, that's $125,000. Okay, and then don't if you and if it becomes up to $10,000 per client, and you making that 25 funding deals and making up to $10,000, you can be making uh, uh, well, you know, a lot of money. That's that's not no chump change, and that's per month. Okay, that's per month. So we're trying to give you all the private label users all the tools they need um, to uh, succeed, right? And not only that, we're providing additional training, right? So there's a ton of training in the software. Plus, when you buy the software, you get the certification course, business credit certification course for free, or included with the software. All right, but we're also adding more training on each of the steps, how to utilize each of the different tools within the software so you can better, utilize those tools to close more clients and add more value to your services for your clients. So we're really putting a lot of stuff in there that's going to help you succeed in providing business credit and funding. And let me, I say this often, maybe you've heard me say it before, that there are 500,000, half a million new businesses that are formed every month in the United States. 500,000 businesses that are formed every month in the United States. And I would say at least 98%, 95, if I'm being generous, percent of US based businesses still do not have business credit, and everyone needs funding. So this industry is wide open, and now is a really good time to get into it, right? Especially if you focus on your local market, right? If you're living in a metropolitan area where there's a lot of businesses, and you can be use the tools and the software, right? So social media engagement, right? Get yourself ranked on the first page of Google. So anybody that types in business funding or business loans or business credit or anything related to that, right? Up to 14, 15 different keywords that you can utilize for SEO in your local community. And then you utilize the tools in the software to become the authority of business credit and business funding. And then, using, obviously customer testimonies, networking events. And we provide all that information to show you how to do it and the resources to do it in the software. So we're providing you how to connect with other people, how to connect with different industries that can send you referrals, that you can get in front of these different business owners, doing, like I said, local marketing for business credit and business funding. Because I want you to be the authority in your community, right? I want you to be able to help all those small businesses and entrepreneurs out there that are in business or trying to get into business, and how to structure this thing, right? First thing, you want to get some money. Then you want to, if you're starting off, you don't have and the client doesn't have the money to start their business. Well, there's a loan product for that, right? It's startup funding, startup business funding, right? Startup funding is what it's called. So you can actually take a client, and we give you the qualification requirements to get that type of loan, right? Even if it's $25,000, $30,000, depending on credit and income, that they can use to infuse into their business, start their business, right? Also pay for the business credit, start building a business credit foundation, all the things that they need with the software. Um, that's going to make a big difference. That's going to make a huge difference, right? Getting those 10 trade lines, reporting to the 10 business credit, to the business credit bureaus, and then having access to those lines of credit, having access to business CDs, having access to a high dollar credit cards, cash cards. All these things are tools that are in the software that you get right now with the software. So you don't have to go outside and figure it out. You don't have to go outside and find the resource. All the resources that you need are in there. There's over 3,000 business credit vendors in the software that um, you can allow your clients to utilize and get the trade lines and vendor accounts that they need for their business, right? And that you can use on a regular basis to improve their business credit over time, get higher limits, get access to more lines of credit, get access to more different vendor accounts, and things like that, right? So we want your clients to get into the software, get those 10 trade lines, and then utilize those 10 trade lines, right? Because it's not a one-off. You just don't get business credit and then get a card and use it one time, and then trying to use it as a stepping stone. No, these vendors are already hip to it. They already know what's going on, and a lot of them are not reporting to the business credit bureaus um, until you have three consecutive purchases and payments on that particular vendor account. So if you get 10 vendor accounts or credit cards, um, within that first month or two, and then you utilize them for three consecutive months, you're going to come out with a good solid 70 to 80 paydex score, intelligence score, as well as three reporting trade lines or 10 reporting trade lines to the business credit bureaus. It's going to open the floodgates to other options, right? More lines of credit, higher limits, things of that nature, or even funding as well. Okay, so there are the protocol that we have laid out in the software is based on lender compliance, based on what lenders and creditors are looking for when they're extending a line of credit or if they're extending a loan or a trade line or a line of credit, something like that. So you will have the roadmap that applies to any business types. And I'm always in the mindset that I want my clients um, to think big picture, right? If you have one food truck, you have one location for a restaurant, you have one tow truck, dump truck, tractor trailer, whatever your business is, and how to duplicate that, and you have three or four or five of these things to generate 3 to 4 or 5 times more revenue, right? And when you can hire people to do that, the day-to-day stuff, and while you're running your business and you're, with the 4 locations, spending more time with family, all the different things like that. So it's like, okay, I want to start a tow truck business. I have one tow truck, or I'm going to get one tow truck, or a box truck, or a food truck, whatever the case may be. I don't care what it is. All right. Okay. So now we're going to make a plan with using business credit and business funding to get you 3, 4, or 5 of these, so you can, potentially, triple, quadruple, 5 times more in revenue by providing these same services on a bigger scale, right? Now, that's what business credit and business funding is designed to do, is to help you grow your business outside of what your personal credit can do. Your personal credit, it was never designed to grow a multi-million dollar business. Okay. It's not. It's not. There's only so much you can get with personal credit. You need business credit. You need business financials. You need the resources that lenders and creditors are looking for, because they want to extend you the lines of credit. They want to give you the cash on business loans, but you have to qualify. So in the software, we give you the qualifications for over 20 different business loan types, as well as the trade lines and vendor accounts and the credit cards. So you can get all those things for your clients and provide them with a really valuable service, which a lot of people out there doing business credit are not giving you all these details. Maybe they don't know, maybe they don't think it's important, but I know that because I get a lot of people to call me, and they have a misconception, or they have a half truth or not the whole truth concept of business credit and business funding. So those are the type of things that I'm focusing on. Those type of things that we're putting in the software, so you can be the authority in your community and providing business credit and business funding for your community. Okay, again, the Black Label CRM Business Builder will come with the software and a cloning of all the automation tools that I use on business funding now. It's $10,000, and by next week we'll be able to finance that, and you can also finance for $3,000 just a software package by itself. Okay, so be looking on the lookout for that. I'll be sending out flyers will start coming out probably next week, offering the business builder and our standard annual plan and the financing available for that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and follow on YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all the social media platforms. Just follow Black Label, Business Funding Now, all that stuff. All right. So I want to wish everybody a happy weekend, and I will see you on Monday. My name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm a funding coach. Peace.